What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bustin' Balls. I'm your host, Eric Pennell. What's going on, everybody, huh? Yeah, it's beautiful out. I just went outside, get my life together. It's beautiful in Chicago. It's April 16th, 2019. How's your shit going? Good? You going good? You handling your business? You being a man? You being a woman? You being an adult about your life? I'm trying to, okay? And with that being said, I watched Game of Thrones on Sunday like a fucking real grown-up. I'm watching dragons. I'm watching fucking handicapped kids that fucking know what the future and the past is and knows that there's serious consequences. Boy, that whole episode, man. Everybody's doing faces. Like everybody's doing little look like an SNL fucking skit. Everybody's doing faces. Do you see them like when they're bringing in the soldiers at the beginning and the fucking the dragon fucking lady, fucking what's her name? Why am I blanking on fucking Daenerys' name? Like, she's walking in and they don't like me, and then she's doing faces, and then like she sees her dragons, then she's doing like good faces, and then they show like Arya and she's doing like John's not looking at me, and then she does like happy faces. It's all about the faces. It's like, all right, guys, we need some face shots. We need some face shots. Do your unhappy face. Good. Change it a little bit. Do your second unhappy face. Got it. All right. Do your happy face. Do your happy face. Got it. You know, I could be a fucking actor. How hard is that? How hard is, like, when you really watch acting and you were getting paid good for it and you had to wrap your mind around it, how fucking hard would acting be? You know, like, that's one business, like, if they, if people would ever figure that out where they go, oh, I'm gonna be an actor. Probably fuck up the whole business if everybody wanted to get into it, right? That's like anything, though. It's like comedy now. Everybody thinks they're a fucking comedian. So, yeah. So, it looks like Jon and Daenerys are playing grab ass. It looked like Arya and that fucking blacksmith kid look like they're going to be eating pussy and sucking dick soon, right? Because they're flirting with each other. And you seen Arya say to the Hound, like, hey, I don't like you. And the Hound going, I don't like you, you little cunt. You're a little cold little cunt, aren't you? You know, he didn't really sound like that. But that's basically, if you watched it, that's what he's saying. You know? And guess what? I don't do spoiler alerts. So, if people out there, it's fucking Tuesday. April's fucking 16th, 2019. It aired 2 days ago. If you haven't watched it yet, go fuck yourself, okay? Or if you're if you've listened to this in the future, this is like a future podcast. If you discover me and you go, I've never seen it before, and you spoiled it for me. Guess what? We're all grown-ups. Grow up, all right? Grow up, all right? Wait, nobody gives a fuck about your spoiler alert, you know? Nobody does that shit. Who cares? Go fuck yourself, all right? Grow up. All right, let me move on. So then, yeah, I mean, it's like, you're doing that, and then it looks like Sansa's being a real twat, where she goes, which I get it. She's being a real twat. She's got fucked up the butt, I think, by Ramsay and shit like that, or whatever his name is. And she's been, sold around, and the fucking Lannisters have fucked her around. So, I mean, she's like a single mother, basically. You know what I'm saying? She's like a single, like, white mother, like, where she's like, I don't trust nobody, but I'll still make bad decisions and date people that are wrong for me, that type of shit. But not really. But it was pretty good, man. It's pretty good, John rode a dragon. What a fucking crazy thing is that? Like, it's like, what is this? Fucking never-ending story. He's riding a fucking luck dragon over there, and the dragons don't like the cold weather, I guess. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I mean, I get it. They're like lizards, right? And lizards are like, get me on a fucking rock with some fucking fake sun on me. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. And then Sam found out that Daenerys fucking killed his dad and fucking killed his brother and didn't have mercy on him. But listen, those two assholes, those two little Sam's dad and brother, they were fucking full of themselves. The brother didn't have to die, so I don't know why they're like making a big deal of that. He could have stayed over there, but no, he had to die with his dad, and that fucking dragon fricasseed him. Remember? Oh my God, that dragon fricasseed the fuck out of those. Ugh. So Sam, he ain't too happy about that. And get over it. Grow up, Sam. Your dad was a cunt. Your brother was a cunt. And guess what? You're the head of the house right now. So why don't you man up, you fucking fat boy? Why don't you man up and read a fucking book, you dummy? And so that was pretty good. So it looks like they're building weaponry. And, they're melting down the fucking, I thought they were going to, like, chip it away and make it, like, whatever. But it looks like they're melting down the dragon glass. And they're forming it to what they want to. So that's great. I mean, like, if you think about it, it looked like it was almost like a lava rock, like almost came from like volcanic rock. So I assume you could, you can make that shit hot. But yeah, pretty good first episode, I thought. You know, it shows Braun getting fucking having threesomes with chicks, and then they fucking bring that crossbow to Braun, and now he has to kill. They want him to kill Jaime and like Tyrion, right? Or Tyrion? Is it Tyrion Lannister? Yeah, and they want to kill him with the crossbow because that's a crossbow that Tyrion killed their dad with and shit like that. So Cersei Lannister is a little twat. Yeah, another thing is, so Bronn, is he going to do that? I don't think Bronn's going to do that. I don't think he's stupid enough. Cersei Lannister, she's definitely going down. She's dying this time around. She's not going to live. Cersei Lannister's definitely a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? She's on the dark side. And she was disappointed that she didn't get elephants. She's disappointed, I think, in the army size. She did fuck that goddamn Greystone fucking, brother pilot or whatever the fuck you call him. She fucked him, and he said he's going to put a prince in her stomach. And then she does a face where she looks down when he walks away, and then she kind of looks like she's about to tear up and shit like that, and then it cuts the scene. So who knows? I personally don't think Cersei Lannister's pregnant. I don't think so. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a storyline that she's misleading people. Could that Greystone guy or whatever the fuck he's called, whatever the boat people, if he's going to get her pregnant? I doubt it. You know, her egg reserve, she's probably 37 in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like if that was Lord of the Rings, I bet her egg count down there is really low. You know what I'm saying? I mean, plus they don't got thyroid medicine and shit in those days. I mean, you know, she ain't no spring chicken, okay? Plus she already had a couple kids with her fucking brother. Boy, all her kids are dead. Her daughter died from those fucking one cunts that killed her daughter with the fucking lip kissing thing. And then the one son that was Joffrey, he fucking ate a pie or something and fucking croaked because he was a little twat. And then the other little one that didn't have no heart for the game when he seen his old girl that was pussy whipping him, he just jumped out the window. You know, so I mean, it's got to suck that all your kids. I mean, that is the Game of Thrones, is when like all your heir to the thrones are just dead. You know, and now you're just that mean fucking twat. You know, all by herself. There's no more Lannisters. Like, there's no more. I mean, there's Cersei Lannister, but both their brothers are fucking on the other side of her now. And boy, it did show Jaime Lannister at the end come in with some long hair. He needs a haircut, and he comes into the castle, and you know, he looks like he's beat from a long trip. And he looks over and he sees Bran just looking at him in that fucking wheelchair. Bran was doing some stares, right? That episode, Bran was doing some stares, just looking gangster and shit. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I know you put me in this chair, but I ain't even trying to talk about it. I like when Daenerys first came into the castle and they're meeting they're meeting everybody, where they're meeting like Sansa and shit like that. And Bran just out of nowhere just cuts him short and goes, "Hey, we don't got time for this. The fucking Night King has your fucking dragon, you dummy. And he has a dead army, and they're already marching towards us. So what all this pageantry of kissing ass and fucking shaking hands and kissing babies, like, cut the shit. Let's get to the fucking, we're going to battle soon." Yeah, man. I thought it was pretty good, man. I thought it was pretty good. I think, I know there's only a limited episodes, of course, this season. I think there's only 5 or 6 is what I was told. I could be wrong. So I do know they're getting right to the nitty gritty. I like at the end where they fucking, the White Walker that I don't ever know his name. There's a lot of characters. I watched this thing like this, and I can go in detail, but I don't know their fucking names. But the big red-headed ginger, wildling. He was on some search party or, walking to maybe Winterfell. I'm not sure what they're doing out there, but they seen that little kid fucking stapled to the wall with dead body parts with fucking arms and legs and hands and shit, and it's in some spirally looking fucking, some fucking art project at fucking community college, and he just bolts a kid to the fucking wall right there, and they talk, and then the kid fucking opens his and they catch him on fire and shit like that. That was badass, dude. When you're catching, they're bolting little kids to the fucking wall, stapling them. The White Walkers, they're gangsters, fuck. And then they just catch it on fire with a sword. They had a sword. I like how that dude does that sword where he's like, shh, right, and it just catches on fire like a fucking matchstick, and then that's badass, dude. That's what I like, man. Hey, look, man, people that don't watch Game of Thrones, I get it. But listen, man, don't fucking look down on me because I'm an adult watching fucking wizards and warlocks and fucking dragon fucking shows. That's a pretty cool fucking written show. It's better than some of these other bullshit shows they got out there. I mean, give me a fucking break. Some of the other bullshit that people are watching where they're like, I watch that. I'm like, man, fuck you. Yeah. I still talk to people that watch Grey's Anatomy still. It's like, you watch Grey's Anatomy? How fucking, what are you, a single housewife and gay as fuck? And nothing against gays and single housewives, but I feel like that's their large demographic. You know, like a single housewife's got to be, number one, gay dudes that are older gay dudes, not younger gay dudes. Younger gay dudes ain't watching that. They're watching RuPaul Drag Show. You know what I'm saying? I would bet money that they're watching RuPaul Drag Show. Yeah, so Game of Thrones, man, I'm pretty excited. I hope you guys are excited. I hope I didn't spoiler. Well, I don't give a fuck if I spoiler alert it with you, because if you watched it, that's kind of the play-by-play. I'm sure I'm missing some things that I didn't bring up, but it looks like, you know, I did see that Sansa and Tyrion had like a little scene up there. And, you know, they kind of had a, you know, I thought you were the smartest man at one time in the world. And she's basically saying that you're a fucking dummy because you're trusting Cersei Lannister. Your dumb sister that's a backstabbing twat. And so, yeah, you had that scene and stuff. And then, you know, then you had the Jon Snow and Arya scene where, you know, she sneaks up on him. He goes, how'd you sneak up on me? You know, and it's like, you dummy. She's a fucking mini face god fucking assassin killer, you idiot. Where have you been at? Fighting fucking the world, I know. But Arya's a little killer. Then she popped out that needle, and then she still has a fucking... Arya has some weaponry on her, right? Because she's still got needle. She's got a Valyrian steel fucking dagger. And then now she gave to... Is it Gendry? Is it Gendry that's the... I'm probably saying his name wrong, but he's the guy that makes the weapons and stuff like that. And he's Robert Baratheon's fucking bastard son. That she gave him something to make where she was like, can you make this? And he was like, why would you want this? And she goes, can you make this, you dick? And he goes, give it to me. I'll make it. And then they were flirting back and forth. He's going to eat her pussy for sure. Word up. He's going to eat her pussy. I guarantee. It's weird, though. It's weird to see that Jaime Lannister is now on that side. The Hound is on that side. Like, I mean, and definitely Cersei Lannister, unless the tides turn, you know, she's definitely on the losing side. But I just had a thought right now because I mean, you know, this is what I do. I think about fucking Game of Thrones. You know, the Night King, because I think the first castle, when you look on the Game of Thrones map, that the first castle that the White Walkers are going to hit is going to be Winterfell. Because that's like the most northern, that's why it's cold up there, where the dragons are at and stuff, and where the army's at. But you know what's crazy is the Night King now has a dragon. I wonder if the Night King just flies all the way over to like King's Landing, kicks fucking Cersei Lannister's ass, makes her either an ally to the White Walkers, or makes her a White Walker, or because you know the Night King has generals. He doesn't, you know, necessarily when you're fighting wars, you don't necessarily have to fucking stay right beside him. And it seems like they're all in sync. Remember when they grabbed that White Walker when they went on that mission to show Cersei Lannister what a White Walker is, so they had to go over the wall, and that White Walker did that, and then all the White Walkers just started, you know, fucking coming to him. Obviously, they're in sync by some bullshit White Walker world. You know what I'm saying? They're all in sync since, you know. So there's nobody's to say that the Night King has to stay with the group. He could fly to somewhere else. And you know, and he's got a dragon. It's not like he can't fuck up. I mean, he's got an ice dragon too. It's not like he can't fuck up, you know, another castle that because you know, because they just assume that they're going to travel that way, you know. And that we'll see, I guess, right? I guess I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm overthinking it. Where I'm like, I'm doing some crazy ass fiction over here, dude. Where I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways. Game of Thrones. I'm glad it's back. It's only been a fucking year and a half, guys. Jesus Christ. I mean, come on. How do you keep an asshole fucking in suspense? You know, tell you later. That's what's up. I've been driving around Chicago. I'll tell you one thing that the world has in cities, like major cities, and I'm sure business people. I'm pretty sure men have got the memo to wear blue suits, tan shoes. How about that, huh? Blue suits, tan shoes. I get the world has got the memo. I was on the corner of downtown Chicago the other day, and there's probably 12 guys with nine of them have blue suits and brown tan shoes, and they're a little short at the bottom a little bit, and it's like, you fucking unoriginal hacks. Get your own style. Like, why? Why? Did you get that? Is that your trunk? Is that your trunk club freaking box that you got? You guys all get the same trunk club box, wearing the same blue suits, and so I can see your socks and your tan brown shoes. Unoriginal, non-thinking, no style. Having I get it. I got the wet hair right now. I know what the hell I look like, but come on, guys, get with it. All right. I mean, all right. That's all I got to say about that. But come on, guys, really. I don't know if you guys live in cities, but it's too many blue suits and tan shoes. Like, fucking enough already. Move on, bud. Move on. I was watching the Clippers-Warriors game last night on the NBA playoffs. It was pretty good to see anytime I see the Warriors lose, because I'm a Cavs fan and I got some bad blood with the Warriors. But, look, I know the Warriors are going to win, but it's nice to see the Warriors struggle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh, you having a problem climbing that hill a little bit? Today you having a problem climbing that hill? I know tomorrow you'll fucking get over the top, but today you didn't get over the yeah, man. Fucking poor Cousins though. He got hurt. I don't like seeing people get hurt like that. And so he's gonna probably be out either the whole season or just a few games. Who knows how severe it is? But yeah, man, the Clippers are really fucking giving it to the Warriors. Both games. I mean, Patrick Beverley. Guy's like 6'1", and he's fucking guarding 7-foot Kevin Durant, and he's giving him the blues, you know? Whether people believe that or not, I mean, dude, he ain't making it easy for fucking Kevin Durant. Although Kevin Durant's one of the best players in the world, I'm sure next couple games he's going to fucking put his cock in his mouth and say, what's up now, motherfucker? But that's a really good series. I know there's other series going on, too. I watched some of that Philly and, Brooklyn Nets. And that looked pretty good. I thought Brooklyn was going to get him last night, too, but Philly had to come back, I think, and Philly won that. But, man, if you guys haven't seen that, start putting your eyes on the NBA playoffs. They're starting to heat up. I know this series, like a lot of people go, nah, just wait till the next series when it gets more competitive. There's some games that are getting pretty competitive, man, and it's not bad. I seen Tiger Woods won the other day, which was made me happy to see, and I know it made a lot of people happy to see Tiger Woods win. It's pretty cool, man. I think Tiger Woods and I are practically the same age. Because I know when he won the first Masters, I think I was the same age as him and stuff. And I dude, like a lot of people my age and a lot of people that grew up on Tiger Woods, I'm a huge fan of Tiger Woods. Even when he was fucking like 20 chicks and cheating on his wife, I was still like, good for you, kid. You know what I'm saying? Good for you, bro. I bet she's a cunt. Although she's like a beautiful model, and I'm just like, fuck her. She's probably a miserable bitch. She's probably a miserable bitch. Probably leaves fucking tampons on her underwear when they're dirty and shit and just throws them in the hamper. She's a dirty cunt probably, you know? Anyways, but it's nice to see Tiger Woods fucking, win again. He won the Masters. He had the red shirt on. He fucking commanded it. It looks like he's healthy. I was watching this thing on ESPN because people have been following Tiger Woods like last so many years after he fucking had DUIs and boy, that DUI, remember when he was out of it? Boy, I think he got that DUI in that Juniper, Florida. Man, that must be rich as fuck down there. It must be wealthy, wealthy land because that's where fucking Robert Kraft got a hand job down there and the FBI are fucking recording it. And that's where Tiger had that. And you always hear a couple other little stories that pop up. So it must be filthy rich motherfuckers for Florida in that town. But when he got that DUI years ago, man, a few years back and stuff like that, he was out of it, the poor guy. That could happen to anybody, dude. I know people out there think like, oh, that could never happen to me. Yeah, fuck up your body and then start throwing in painkillers because what else are you going to do? Some things a fucking Tylenol ain't going to do. So then you fucking get a prescription, you get a little soft on it, and next thing you know, you start popping too many back, and next thing you know, it's got its hooks into you a little bit, and then you go, fuck it. What else am I doing in my life? I don't got shit going on right now. I used to be a champion, and so anybody that could happen to. It's all relevant. But, dude, to see him come back and he got that surgery on his lower back. And I guess once he got that last surgery, because he's had a bunch of surgeries on his knees, bunch of surgeries on his back, I think. And this last one really did something where it's no pain or anything on the bottom of his back. And, man, it was just nice to see Tiger Woods, whether this is the only one that he wins like this or because you just never know. But it's great to see him win the Masters. His kids were there, and they were like, of age to remember this, and because dude, Tiger Woods was saying that his kids don't know him as a champion. Like they only know him as like a YouTube champion and stuff like that. They'd watch videos on YouTube, but they were so young. Like the last time he was winning before he had injuries, and his life started falling apart, that they would have never remembered that because they were tiny babies. And now to see that their dad is back and he's winning, and how, dude, people love Tiger Woods. I mean, I know some people hate Tiger Woods. You know, it's just like LeBron James. You're always going to have somebody that fucking's like, fuck that guy. I'm a Mickelson guy. And it's like, okay, all right, you could be a Mickelson guy. Let me get a drink of water. But good for Tiger Woods. You know, I love seeing him watch. I love watching him wear that red fucking shirt because that's like his. It's like Tiger's red, and I like seeing Tiger Woods fucking playing great. I mean, I just like that. I think it's great, man. I seen that Magic Johnson stepped down from the Lakers. I don't know if I talked about that yet because that's been a few days old that Magic stepped down for the Lakers. Boy, you know, big fan of LeBron James. Not a huge fan right now because he's with another team, so it's kind of like an ex-girlfriend that's with somebody else. You're just kind of like, yeah, good for you, honey, but I'm not really paying attention to you right now. You know, because I always stick with the teams. I'm a Cavs fan, so I stick with the team. You know, like, hey, thanks for playing with us, dude, and I get the history with LeBron James, but right now I got to stay with the team. And I just wonder if this little experiment with LeBron James is going to work out like he thought it was. Because, you know, he obviously did it in Miami, did it in Cleveland, and now he thinks he can go here. But I just wonder if they're gonna get who they need to get over the hump. I mean, obviously Golden State in the West is still the champions, depending on what offseason, what that team looks like, which I'm pretty sure it's going to stay the same. But it just makes you wonder if Magic's leaving and stuff like that. If there's something up with the Lakers over there. I mean, there's clearly something up with them. And I just wonder if LeBron James over there is like kind of like second guessing himself where he goes, damn it, maybe I shouldn't have came here. I'm not saying stay with the Cavs, but I'm saying, you know, maybe he shouldn't have done that. And I'm just wondering, like, what happens if the fucking Clippers beat the Warriors? I don't think they're going to beat the Warriors, but what if this is the year that the Warriors get beat? And then if LeBron would have stayed with the Cavs and the Cavs would have rebuilt that back up and stuff like that, that the Cavs, this could have been another championship year. And this guy pulled the fucking parachute. Now he's not in the playoffs this year. I don't know. Whatever. That's a lot of what ifs, and I don't think so's. But it just makes you curious. Makes me curious a little bit. I seen Russell Wilson told fucking the Seahawks that, you know, give me a fucking contract or else by this date. And they fucking gave that guy a contract or else by that date. Fucking Russell Wilson got like $65 million. I mean, damn it. I know he's the top paid in the NFL. All right. He's definitely the top paid in the NFL. This guy got crazy fucking guaranteed money. I mean, crazy. And, but he deserves it, right? I mean, he deserves it. You know, the only thing that sucks, though, is once they pay quarterbacks like this, they don't have a ton of money for other players. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one thing. That's why, I mean, not like for the people out there that know this stuff. It's not like I'm telling you. But the problem is that's why when like teams they get like a rookie quarterback that's like going to be that's going to be a good quarterback when they get him as a rookie because they got him on a rookie contract. And I think that rookie contract is either like 4 or 5 years with extension or something like that, and you can get him at a lower price. It depending on where you get that, where they draft them. But if you get like a first-round pick or a third-round pick or first-round pick as a quarterback and they're really good, like Jared Goff or, you know, even like Baker Mayfield. So once you get that quarterback that's on a cheap contract for like 3 to 5 years, that's the window. If your salary cap's looking good, that you go after other players in free agency and start to stack your fucking team up and play them and build them up. But once that quarterback becomes, you know, gets off those rookie deals, you have to pay your fucking quarterbacks good money. And then, you know, you have a salary cap. So, you know, you pay him a shitload of money. You don't have enough money to pay around a lot of other killers. So, you know, I mean, clearly you got to get, you know, creative on how you know, pick and choose other players and, you know, coaching and stuff like that. But, yeah, it looks like this guy gets $35 million per season. Yeah, I mean, $35 million, dude. And per season, I think he got a 4-year deal, and it's ridiculous. But he's the highest. He's definitely the highest paid. You know what's crazy is Russell Wilson is he's a good quarterback, but I mean he's not like, it's crazy to think he's the highest paid when you go, he's not definitely the, you know, that's it. Patrick Mahomes I think is the best quarterback right now, pound for pound in NFL, but he's on a rookie deal, and that's why Kansas City is going to be good for a few years now. And that's probably why the Seahawks were good for those years, because they had Russell Wilson pop his head up as a rookie, I think, and then they had some younger defensive players that were on rookie contracts, and they go, "Fuck, man, we done build a squad here," and then that's why they were the Legion of Boom. But now they don't have that. I seen that Eli Manning in an article because I just read an article, I guess yesterday in a press conference. Eli, he basically said that, like, yeah, I know that the Giants are going to draft a quarterback because it's basically saying the writing's on the wall, and how would it not be on the wall, Eli? I mean, I get it, you're just addressing it and stuff, and it's like, don't rip his ass because he's just addressing it, but the writing should have been on the wall 2 years ago. I mean, I get it, he wants to play. But Eli Manning is a stinker, dude, and they need to draft a quarterback this year, hopefully. But who knows? Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. Man, I'll tell you what, the kid that everybody's gonna want is that Lawrence kid that's out of Clemson, but he doesn't come out until like maybe another, because he can't come out this year clearly, but maybe another season or two. But man, that kid is a fucking killer. That kid is good, man. But I don't know. I mean, I assume the Giants are going to draft a quarterback this year, but is it going to be Eli Manning's replacement? I don't know. I gotta get out of here, but I don't have much to say about this because I'm not well informed. But the whole Julian Assange thing, I don't know if people pay attention to the Julian Assange thing, but this guy was fucking in a he spent like 5 to 7 years in some fucking embassy, and now they rip him out of there, and they arrested him, and I don't know if nobody even gives a fuck. I mean, I think this guy, he's 47 years old, and he spent 6-7 years in a fucking embassy hiding. For what? Telling the world that that people were doing some shit. That's what journalists get now. Is that that it doesn't pay to speak up and fight the power sometimes. And he ain't even fighting the power with guns. He's fighting the power with information. Where it's like, hey, and then how the fuck is that Bradley fucking the guy that was a military guy that was in on it, that became a woman, and now he's all fucking running for Congress or Senate or whatever the fuck he's doing, writing books and shit like that, because he's a transgender now and it's hands off. And nothing against transgenders, but I see what fucking move you're playing and what heartstrings and what bullshit angle that you went, and the world sees that. And now poor Julian Assange is going to be in a fucking prison, and they're going to throw the book at him and shit like that. So this is bullshit. Julian Assange, all he was doing is just dropping fucking knowledge on people, being a journalist, and now they're attacking fucking journalists, dude. And I get it. Some people go, oh, you say about this when they're attacking journalists. They've been attacking journalists over this and that, and Trump was attacking journalists. Yeah, I get it. There's you probably shouldn't attack journalists, but look, man, who's to say you can't attack bad journalists? But Julian Assange, what this guy did, that's a different thing, man. He's dropping information that I'm pretty sure was correct, and that pissed off governments, and now the governments are coming after you. So is that what it is? I mean, is that what it is? Like, what if it was you? What if it was you that had information on what a government's doing that ain't too fucking great for the citizens, and you go, hey, they're doing this. Boom. Who's going to do that? Because you're going to be fucked. You're going to be fucked. It's like, don't fight the fucking power. But anyways, man. Also, another thing that I don't know nothing about, the Notre Dame Cathedral caught on fire yesterday. That sucks. I hope that was just an accident, right? I mean, is that what that is? Is that just an accident? It's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they think that it's like somebody did that on purpose. But it does say the investigation begins, and I mean, that thing's like 500 years old, right? It's old as fuck. And I would hope somebody wouldn't catch that on fire. It's crazy how fire can fuck up history like that, what I mean? Not like we've never learned from that, but hopefully that's not what that is, because then there's going to be a bunch of finger pointing, which there's already fucking conspiracy theories out there where they're like, oh, this group did that or that group did that. It's like, hey, let's fucking hold our horses for a second there. Anyways, guys, sorry to ramble on for a good 29 to 30 minutes. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I do see the numbers going up. If you would, please leave iTunes reviews. That would do me a huge favor. Just a little short little thing there saying, I heard Eric's got a big dick and he's very funny and his podcast is pretty damn good and give it a listen, type stuff. And so leave a review on iTunes. That helps me in rankings. Please share the podcast on your social media. I mean, seriously, it takes you a second to thumb on it and go, yeah, this guy. I mean, that helps out, so it gets the word out. And you could find me mainly on Instagram. I'm an Instagram guy. It's Eric Pennell Comedy. And then I'm also Bustin' Balls Podcast on Instagram. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Get on that Game of Thrones, man, and start watching those NBA playoffs. They're looking pretty good. Guys, thank you so much. You have a good week, and we'll talk soon.